Welcome back, guys, to another video here on Fog Wrestling. It is time for your 22nd of September All Elite Wrestling review. And I am, well, it's Aew Dynamite Grand Slam. Starting a big week for Dynamite, one of two. And we kicked off this show, well, I don't know what we kicked it off with, but I kicked off the clips with watching a CM Punk promo that just feels like it's the same old pish every single week. He comes out, says, well, how do you follow that match? I'm glad I'm not wrestling tonight. And it's like, oh my, this guy's just a mark. It's like, fucking hell, what are they doing? And then, like, he's like, people are saying I need to be pissed off and all this. Yeah, I mean, it needs to be something other than this, buddy. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it was alright. I mean, it was probably one of the better promos he's done in AEW, right? But at the same time, you know, he's in a meaningless feud with Team Taz. Like, how can Daniel Bryan come in and get thrust straight into the main event picture? But yeah, fucking, you know, but it's too much for CM Punk. You know, I don't really get that, guys. But I CM Punk versus that powerhouse guy of Team Taz on Rampage, so that'll be interesting enough. But Malachi Black also in action tonight against Cody Rhodes. No idea. I mean, Cody Rhodes has just disappeared recently and now he's back. But yeah, Malachi Black beats him, so he has his number. Brandy Rose doing the across the ring hang with Malachi doing the best Stone Cold impersonation. So that was that match, if anyone actually cared. Next up we had FTR taking on Sting and Darby Allin. And another thing about this, it's like, Sting is 61 and yet looks in better shape than the Revival here. I don't know what it is, but this Revival, like, they just look like two out of shape bastards. You know, and I mean, that's got nothing to do with me not liking them, right? That's just what I see. You know? Sting, though, I mean, for Sting, for a guy in his early 60s, man, he moves phenomenal, man. I mean, most people would inspire to be like that in their early 60s, you know, regardless of wrestling or not. But yes, Sting and Darby Allin pick up the win, which is good for them, and they shine bright in New York City, because that's where we are. And Punk's like, oh, professional wrestling has finally returned to New York City. Alright, CM Punk, big man. Next off, though, we had the AEW's Women's Championship match. We had Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker. I was interested to see how they would do this. Like, are they going to give it to Ruby Soho? Like, you got to put over the WWE guys. But no, they don't. Britt Baker here wins. I just don't really care. I mean, Britt Baker's alright, right? But at the same time, you know, like, they market about her like it's a Britt Baker pop, or and all this other shite that they use for Britt Baker. It's like, fuck me, man. How about we just hold our horses, pull back a minute, and just acknowledge she's no bad, but you know, like people Punk coming out and the first thing he says is about Britt Baker. It's like, what the fuck's going on there, guys? Who knows? But Britt Baker here, she retains her women's title. Can't even remember how fucking long she's had the belt for, but it's been a decent wee while, hasn't it? It has been. But anyway, CM Punk sucks, brother. But in the main event, guys, we have Danielson taking on Kenny Omega, a dream match for the ages for the AEW title. And I'll say this, right, I don't really like Daniel Bryan. I really dislike Kenny Omega, but you know what? This match actually did feel a bit big, you know, for the title. I'm not going to bury shit for the sake of burying shit. This actually did feel a bit important, you know. And you can, like, you've noticed that recently, like, AEW doing, like, this sort of shit. They've got Punk, Bryan, WWE doing that stuff on Raw. Stuff in wrestling is beginning to feel a bit more important, you know. And there's nothing I want. Well, there's other stuff I want in my life, right, than fucking wrestling. But I mean, I have no reason fucking the hate wrestling. I want it to be good. I want to be entertained. I would love to sit here and watch fucking 5 shows a week and be thoroughly entertained and enjoy watching stuff rather than it be an actual chore reviewing it, guys. But anyway, till next time, leave your thoughts down below. I'll give this episode of Dynamite a 4 out of 10. Some stuff was good, but again, like, it's just hard for current stuff to really please me, guys. But anyway, till next time, peace.